There's a frequency that exists beyond what human ears can detect, a vibration that moves through the quantum field connecting every living soul on this planet. And right now, at this very moment, someone's energy is reaching across that invisible bridge directly to you because they have fallen so deeply, so completely, so madly in love with you that their entire being radiates with your essence. You might not have heard their voice confess these feelings. You might not have received a text message or a late-night phone call, but I promise you, their soul has been screaming your name into the universe with such intensity that the angels themselves have taken notice. And this is exactly why they've intervened, why they place a divine seal of silence over the situation until Friday, because what's unfolding in the spiritual realm is so sacred, so powerful, so destined that it requires perfect timing, perfect alignment, perfect conditions to manifest in the physical world. Think about the last few days, the way your chest has felt inexplicably warm, the way their face has floated into your consciousness at random moments, the way you suddenly wonder what they're doing or they're thinking about you too. These aren't random thoughts. These are energetic echoes of their love bouncing back to you. Because when someone loves you with this kind of intensity, it creates ripples in the fabric of reality itself. The universe operates on frequencies, and love is the highest frequency of all, vibrating at a level that transcends time and space, which is why you can feel them even when they're miles away, even when they haven't spoken words, even when logic tells you it might not be possible. But the angels know something you don't yet understand. They see the bigger picture that your human eyes cannot perceive. They understand that if this confession came too early, if these words were spoken before the proper foundation was laid, before the energetic pathway was fully cleared, before both of your hearts were truly ready to receive what the other has to offer, it could crumble under the weight of fear, doubt, or misunderstanding. So they've asked for patience. They've requested sacred silence. They've created a container of divine timing that will hold this love safely until Friday, when the stars align, when the moon reaches its perfect phase, when every element conspires to make the revelation of these feelings feel like coming home. Can you feel that subtle electricity in the air around you, that sense that something magnificent is building just beyond the veil of your everyday awareness? That's them, their love, their longing, their absolute devotion moving through dimensions to find you, and the angels standing guard ensure that when it finally reaches your ears, your heart will be open enough, clear enough, brave enough to receive it fully. Inside this person's chest, there's a war happening that keeps them awake at 3 a.m, a beautiful and terrible battle between the overwhelming truth of their feelings and the paralyzing grip of fear that whispers all the reasons why they should stay silent, why they should protect themselves, why they should hide behind casual conversations and friendly smiles instead of standing naked in their vulnerability and telling you that you become the axis around which their entire world now spins. They replay every interaction with you like a sacred text, analyzing each word, each gesture, each moment of eye contact, searching for evidence that you might feel even a fraction of what they feel, because the thought of confession without reciprocation terrifies them more than remaining in the state of beautiful agony. Perhaps they've been hurt before. Perhaps they've opened their heart only to have it treated carelessly. Perhaps they've learned through painful experience that love doesn't always conquer all, and these old wounds create shadows that make them hesitate even though every cell in their body is screaming at them to take the risk, to be brave, to trust that what they're feeling is worth the vulnerability. But here's what they don't know yet. Here's what the angels can see but haven't revealed to them. Their fear isn't the enemy. It's actually the sacred guardian making sure this love is real, making sure it's deep enough, true enough, strong enough to withstand the test that all meaningful connections must eventually face. The angels are working overtime in invisible realms, moving through their energy field like skilled surgeons, extracting old belief systems that no longer serve them, dissolving patterns of self-protection that would sabotage this connection, healing the parts of their heart that learn to associate love with pain. And this healing takes time. It requires the exact number of hours between now and Friday to complete the transformation that needs to happen before they can approach you with clear eyes and steady hands. While they wrestle with their demons, while they draft and delete 100 versions of what they want to say to you, while they try to convince themselves that maybe it's safe to say nothing at all, the universe is orchestrating synchronicities designed to give them courage, little signs and confirmations that this is meant to be, that you are meant to be, that the risk is worth taking because what awaits on the other side of fear is a love, So profound it will redefine everything they thought. They knew about connection, intimacy, and partnership. So when Friday comes, when they finally find the words, when they finally let the dam break and all that accumulated emotion comes flooding out, know that it won't be reckless or impulsive. It will be the result of a journey through their own darkness, a conquering of their own limitations, a choice to believe in magic even when logic tells them magic doesn't exist. And that kind of love, earned through internal battle and spiritual growth, is the kind of love that has the power to last lifetimes. Your intuition has been sending you messages, hasn't it? Little whispers in the quiet moments, sudden flashes of their face when you're supposed to be focused on something else entirely, unexplained warmth spreading through your chest when you think about them, dreams that feel too vivid to be random nighttime brain activity. And maybe you've been dismissing these experiences as coincidence or imagination or wishful thinking, but what if I told you that your soul has been intercepting there? Energy transmissions all along, picking up on the frequency of their love like a radio tuned to exactly the right station. Think back over the past week. Have you seen repeated number sequences, especially ones that feel personally significant, like looking at the clock right at 11:11 or 4:44? Because these are cosmic winks, the universe's way of saying pay attention. Something important is happening in invisible realms that will soon become visible. Have you heard a song multiple times that seems to perfectly capture feelings you haven't even articulated yet? Words about deep love or fated connection, or two souls finally finding each other. Because music is one of the primary languages the angels use to communicate with humans, vibrating at frequencies that bypass your logical mind and speak directly to your heart. Have you experienced sudden emotional shifts for no apparent reason? Moments where joy bubbles up from nowhere, or where you feel inexplicably peaceful despite external circumstances that might usually stress you, because you're unconsciously tapping into their emotional state. Feeling echoes of the happiness they experience when they think about you, sensing the relief they feel when they imagine a future where you're together. Have you noticed them showing up in unexpected places, either physically or through other people mentioning their name? Or have you thought about reaching out to them only to have them contact you moments later? Because the quantum field connecting you is thinning, the boundary between your separate energies becoming more permeable as Friday approaches and the revelation draws near. These aren't signs of an overactive imagination. These are legitimate spiritual phenomena, documented across cultures and centuries. The way souls and resonance begin to move in synchronized patterns even before conscious acknowledgement of the connection occurs. Your body knows before your mind accepts, your heart recognizes before your ego can analyze, your spirit responds before your personality can question. And this knowing lives in your bones, in the sudden catch of your breath when their name is mentioned, in the way your entire energy field shifts when they enter a room, in the dreams where you communicate truths that waking conversation hasn't yet allowed. So if you've been feeling like reality has become slightly magical, slightly surreal, slightly more meaningful than it used to be, trust that perception, honor that knowing, because you're not making it up. You're tuning into frequencies that have always been there, but which most people are too distracted or defended to notice. And your ability to feel these signs means your heart is already opening, already preparing, already making space for what's about to be spoken into existence when Friday finally arrives. There's an ancient understanding that time isn't linear the way we experience it in daily life, that certain moments hold more potency than others, that specific points in the cosmic calendar create doorways through which transformation can more easily flow. And Friday isn't arbitrary. It's astronomically significant, energetically aligned, spiritually appointed as a moment when the forces that have been building can finally discharge into manifestation. The angels have been working with incredible precision, moving pieces on a chessboard you cannot see, orchestrating circumstances and clearing pathways and removing obstacles that would have interfered with the purity of this confession, because they understand that sacred things require sacred timing, that seeds planted in wrong seasons don't flourish no matter how much potential they carry. Between now and Friday, there are conversations that need to happen in other areas of this person's life, closure that needs to occur with situations that have been draining their energy, internal realizations that need to crystallize about what they truly want and deserve. And each of these preparatory steps creates more space in their being for the fullness of their love for you to emerge without contamination from unfinished business or unresolved patterns. The universe is also preparing you during these days of waiting, softening your defenses without you even realizing it, opening your capacity to receive love at the level it's being offered. Because sometimes we unconsciously block blessings simply because we haven't yet expanded into the version of ourselves who can hold them. And the divine delay is actually divine compassion, ensuring that when these words finally land in your ears, you'll be ready to catch them instead of deflecting or minimizing or talking yourself out of their truth. Friday also corresponds to Venus energy in many mystical traditions, the planetary force associated with love, beauty, harmony, and magnetic attraction, which means the etheric atmosphere will be literally saturated with frequencies that support romantic connection, making confession feel more natural, reception feel more open, vulnerability feel safer for both parties. As Friday approaches, you might notice the energy intensifying, your thoughts on becoming more frequent, your dreams more vivid, your physical body more sensitive, your emotional state more fluid, and all of this is evidence that the veil is thinning, that what has been hidden in the realm of potential is beginning to press against the membrane of the physical world, eager to birth itself into form through spoken words and acknowledged feelings. The angels are asking you to trust this process, to resist the urge to force or rush or demand clarity before the appointed time, because premature action disrupts the delicate calibration they've been engineering, but patient faith amplifies the power of what's coming. And when Friday arrives, when the words are finally spoken, when the secret is finally revealed, you'll understand with perfect clarity why the wait was necessary, why the silence served you both, why divine timing is always kinder than human impatience. And you'll be grateful that the angels love you enough to protect this connection until it can be received in the fullness of its glory. As the hours tick down toward Friday, as the cosmic clock counts toward the appointed moment of revelation, the energy around you is going to shift in ways you'll definitely notice if you're paying attention. A building crescendo of anticipation that's both exciting and slightly unsettling, because your soul knows something significant is about to break through the surface of your ordinary reality. And while I can tell you that, yes, this person is going to confess their feelings, yes, they're going to finally give voice to the love that's been consuming them, there's something else happening beneath that surface confession, a deeper layer to this story that the angels haven't fully revealed to me yet, and it's this mystery that should really capture your attention. See, what you think you understand about who this person is, about the nature of your connection, about why the universe has brought you together at this specific moment in your respective journeys. You might be surprised to discover there are elements you haven't considered, dimensions to this relationship that go beyond simple romantic attraction. The message they're preparing to deliver carries more than just, I love you. It contains information about your shared purpose, about why your souls recognize each other, about what you're meant to build or create or heal together, because the deepest loves aren't random. They're assignments disguised as attraction, missions wrapped in the beautiful packaging of romance. And the angels orchestrate these meetings with surgical precision when two people are ready to step into something larger than themselves. Who do you think this person might be? Have you already guessed? Or are you still uncertain? And here's what I need you to understand. Their identity might surprise you. It might be someone you've overlooked, someone you've categorized as just a friend, someone who's been hiding their feelings so skillfully that you never suspected the depth of their devotion. Or it might be someone obvious, someone you felt the tension with but haven't acknowledged. And part of Friday's revelation will be not just a confession itself, but the clarity about who this person truly is and what they truly represent in your life's bigger story. But here's where it gets really interesting. Here's the part that's going to leave you needing the next piece of information. The angels have shown me that this confession on Friday is just a beginning, that there's a second message coming, something they haven't even told this person yet, something that will be revealed to them only after they speak their truth to you, a divine download about the true nature and purpose of your connection that will change everything you thought you understood about love, destiny, and the mysterious ways the universe works. So while Friday brings answers, it also brings new questions, deeper mysteries, bigger possibilities. And if you want to know what that second message contains, if you want to understand the full scope of what the angels have planned for this connection, you're going to need to stay tuned, because what I reveal next will challenge everything you thought you knew about soulmates, divine timing, and the breathtaking intelligence of a universe that loves you enough to orchestrate miracles.